toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports.
Fielded in the end zone.
And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Jackson now off the bootleg. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Bradley Chubb in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Throwing on second and long. Jackson looking deep. He's got a man. Complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down. Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10. And the Ravens.
Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Devin Singletary, the ball.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Dancing to his left. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 24-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now Jackson on first down. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Ravens.
They'll run here with Singletary. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
The ball carrier.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Looking to throw on second down. Jackson buying time to his, and he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Touchdown.
Lamar Jackson with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
Eddie
Pinheiro now for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Kick is good. Makes the score Ravens 7, Panthers nothing. Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
On first and 10, Blake. Going right side here, and that's complete. And now look at him go. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
And it's 3rd down. 3rd and 12.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Yetur Gross-Matos. And that will force a turnover on downs.
It's a turnover on downs.
And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defense.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Taken about 7 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Back to the air, Jackson following the pick 6. Rolling to his right. Throwing right, and that's complete. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's 2nd down. To throw again on second down. Jackson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
14. Ravens 7.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll move the chains.
First down, Baltimore.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 4th down.
Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings?
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
At the 15-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And to give this time to the tailback. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Panther. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And he's able to put it through.
Makes the score Panthers 28, Ravens 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
And then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Down.
The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Now Jackson. And that is incomplete. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off-play action. Blake. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. From the gun on 3rd down. Blake looking for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the 1st half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon.
I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch him work, watch him hit, watch him learn.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before and realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well.
else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play action. Now Jackson. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
Panthers.
So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now as a quarterback, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 19. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score Panthers 49, Ravens 7.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Jackson to throw. They'll roll him out right. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 25. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he...
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Jeremy Chin in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. He's going to wind up and air it out. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 41. And he will have a first down as they're into field goal range now at the 30.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Blake into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Raven first down.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Watch one.
Jackson from the shotgun. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, Coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
At the 34-yard
and a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Being chased out left, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Here we go, Shaq. Panther 60, Panther 60.
Throwing on third and long. Blake completes it to Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina! Curtis Samuel, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers just continue to pour it on. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. To throw is Jackson. To throw on third down. And that is incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
They'll try and throw for it here.
And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position.
It's a turnover on downs.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. From the gun, Blake. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Panthers 70, Ravens 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Bradley Chubb make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And it appears the offense is going to try this again. They've yet to convert the first 3 times on 4th down, but they're going once more. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 38. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Panthers 77, Ravens 7.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give him a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. This time, Jackson will throw it. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Brian Burns in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
It's 3rd down.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long, rolling to his left. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. And despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. He goes full extension, and he's got it. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
A gain of 15. 1st down, Ravens.
And Jackson throwing once more. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Singletary.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd 7.
And 7. At the Panthers' 49-yard.
Again, Jackson. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete.
Jackson.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 37. And we're back now in Charlotte. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Singletary. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Here's 2nd and 9. Just a yard on that last run.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line.
Jackson now. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Singletary loses it, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. The throw right side is complete here on the 1st play of the drive. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. The 20. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Touchdown, Carolina.
The kicker.
A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Panthers take advantage of the turnover to put up 6. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more.
7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
29-yard line.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They go right back to Singletary. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. The Ravens on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 4. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 49. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a short gain down to about the 33.
6 on the carry.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
10 at the 20-yard line.
Back to throw. Blake steps away to his left. He'll try and run it. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Going to give this time to the tailback. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
And it's up and good.
Makes the score Panthers 91, Ravens 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. And now here is another interception. picked off at the 40. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
A gain of 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Number 87.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Looking to throw. Blake. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Number 36.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Panthers, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers come to town. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Indianapolis Colts.